Is there a right way to enjoy Omega Mart? If you walked out of Omega Mart feeling amazed, confused, overstimulated, or like you somehow missed the point, you're not alone. Some people leave feeling like it was absolutely worth it, even life-changing. Other people leave thinking, okay, but what was the story? And then you hear people talking about lore, secret endings, ARG stuff, and then you start wondering if you did the whole thing wrong. That question comes out a lot, and I think that's the wrong question. By the way, my name is Raul. I tend to overthink things like Omega Mart, so there's probably a reason why I had such a blast there. Omega Mart doesn't give you a clear beginning or end. There's no instruction manual, no one tells you what you're supposed to focus on. And that creates a lot of tension for some folks. You might be enjoying yourself, but at the same time, you're aware there's more going on, and you don't quite know how to access it. You might even look around and see other people laughing, clearly in on something, and it can feel like that they got a cheat code and you didn't. That frustration is normal. There's a weird parallel to real life there. Sometimes you don't get answers, sometimes you don't get clarity, but you can still have a meaningful experience, and that's kind of the point of Omega Mart. Omega Mart is a world that lets you decide how you want to engage with it. Some people spend hours there and still feel like they barely scratched the surface. Some people complete the obvious tasks and feel satisfied. Some people don't worry about the story at all and still walk out deeply moved by a single room or installation. If you felt tension or uncertainty, that doesn't mean you failed. It just means you made trade-offs, probably without realizing you're making them. And once you understand those trade-offs, you can actually get more out of the experience next time. Not just with Omega Mart, but with games, ARGs, museums, any non-linear, lore-heavy world. The core modes of engagement. Most people experience Omega Mart in one of a few common ways, and you probably recognize yourself in one of those almost immediately. The important thing is, you don't stay in one of these modes. You move between them, sometimes without even noticing. Mode 1. You're here to feel it. In this mode, you just follow vibes. Colors, sound, space, mood. You don't care about the backstory or lore. You're letting the room hit you emotionally and physically. You walk in, feel awe, maybe something spiritual, grounding, and then you walk out satisfied. You didn't miss anything, you felt it. And that's the most basic and valid way art works. Mode 2. You're here to explore. This is where most people land. You're curious, you pick things up, you read all the signs, you open doors. You know that there's something deeper going on, and you're happy discovering pieces of it. Omega Mart is designed for this mode. Bulletin boards, phones, secret rooms, weird details everywhere. You're not trying to solve everything, you just enjoy the act of discovering. Mode 3, you are here to discover. This is exploration with intention. You come in knowing you're going to be there for a few hours. You take photos, you track symbols, you hold on to clues you don't understand yet. You know information from one area will matter somewhere else. This is where things can get tricky, because the world of Omega Mart and Meow in general is huge. And if you're not careful, this is where disappointment can creep in. Because no matter how much effort you put in, you won't find everything in one visit. That's not failure, that's just scale. Mode 4, you're here to complete it. This is the completionist mindset. You want closure. For some people, completion means finishing every task that's presented. Objective, story beats, the book card. For other people, completion means understanding the entire world. Every system, every storyline, every connection. Those are both valid definitions of complete. The book card is a gift to people like this, a clear, linear path through the chaos. You get satisfaction from finishing tasks, completing the storyline, and maybe even a sticker. Completion gives closure. There are just different ways you can arrive to it. Mode 5. You want understanding without the homework. If you've made it this far, you probably recognize yourself here. You like learning, you like explanations, you like understanding how the whole world fits together. But, and it's a big but, you don't have the time to transcribe alien alphabets or chase every single thread. So you watch videos, you read summaries, you learn socially. You let other people do the heavy lifting, and you give them credit. That's not cheating. That's how shared worlds actually work. If one of these modes clicks for you, I'm curious which one. Feel free to drop it in the comments. Choosing how we want to engage. The key thing to understand is that you're allowed to move between these modes. If you're having a great time enjoying the sights and sounds, stay there. If curiosity kicks in, try adding some structure. If you start feeling overwhelmed, maybe take a step back. You get to decide how much energy and effort you put in, so you don't beat yourself up for not doing everything. Once you understand these modes, you can be more intentional about how you want to experience Omega Mart, or basically any other type of open world. After all the frameworks and categories, sometimes the best thing you can do is turn off parts of your brain that's trying to solve everything, walk into a room, open your eyes, and just listen. You're there for an experience. Omega Mart will deliver, whether you solve it or not. And there really isn't any wrong way to enjoy that. If overthinking art and storytelling resonates with you, liking the video or subscribing really helps me know to keep making videos like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.